Hey yogis, Larissa Shanti here with Shanti Moves, and today we are going to be doing a low lunge. So low lunge is one of the fundamental poses. You'll see it in a lot of yoga classes, but it can be really tricky in the beginning. It takes some stability, it takes some mindful cueing, and just being a little bit more aware of the body. So if you want to know a little bit more, keep watching, and we'll go ahead and get started. So low lunge is really good for building leg strength, stability in the hips and lower body, and also strengthening the core, opening up the hip flexors, a whole bunch of stuff. So let's get going, and we'll come into, I like to start in the tabletop position at first. So again, knees at hip width, right underneath the hips. Hands underneath the shoulders, and then just push into the hands a little bit to kind of create some space, lifting the backside of your heart up towards the sky. And then let's just bring the left foot in between the hands. So right now our legs should be at a 90-90, which means our front knee is stacked nicely above the ankle, and then our right hip is stacked right above the knee. You can push down into your fingertips here to kind of lift the heart up. And then we want to lengthen through the spine. So you're reaching down with the tailbone and up through the crown of the head. And then option here for you, you can either leave that back foot untucked, or you can tuck the toes here, whatever makes you feel more stable. And then on your inhale, I want you to press through that front foot and start to lift yourself all the way up. So shoulders are stacked over the hips. And then you want to slightly pull that left hip back and push the right hip forward so they're nicely squared facing towards the front side of the mat. We're not opening up or like that. Good. So I like to leave my toes untucked. Again, up to you, whatever feels better. And then if this is feeling quite unstable for you here, great option, lace the hands together, place them on the top of the thigh there, and you kind of lift up the heart, stacking the shoulders above the hips, trying to get nice and tall through the spine. And just really plant down through your front foot and push down with the top of your back foot. And that'll kind of create a little bit of engagement in the legs. And then bring the belly button up and in to create a slight engagement in the core. Again, we don't always want to squeeze that core really hard. It's just a nice, subtle hugging in. And then another option here, we can take it a little bit further. We can take the hands into prayer position, coming up to the center of the chest. And then maybe let's inhale, take those hands all the way up above the head. And we want to make sure we're keeping those shoulders dropping down. We don't want to wear them up by our ears like earrings. So dropping the shoulders down, and that kind of makes us want to stick our rib cage out, right? So again, hug the belly in, bring the ribs back on top of that belly button. And then this is full low lunge. Good. And then you can even do another challenge here. Look up at the fingertips. Wow, that really challenges the balance. Good. And then come back down, hands framing the front foot, and then send that front foot back to tabletop. Come down into a child's pose for a little rest. And inhale, come all the way back up to seated. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a couple of modifications if that was feeling a little too unstable, or maybe you're feeling a little bit of pain in that back knee that was on the mat. So option here, let's come back into our tabletop. Push through those hands to lift the heart and create some space in that chest area so you can bring the right leg through in between the hands. It's also totally fine if you need to use your hand to help take your foot there. So maybe you get the foot to here and then you're kind of stuck. Go ahead, take the hand and use it to place that foot where you want it. Your hand is your friend. Push through the fingertips, lifting the heart space. Inhale, push through the front foot and down through the top side of the back foot to come all the way up, hugging that belly button in. And then here's where you might feel that pain in the knee. Option for that is you can take a blanket, place it under the knee, or what I like to do is just take your mat, fold it in half, and place the knee on top. And that gives you a nice extra padding there to support that knee. Good. And then maybe you feel like you're still really wobbly, can't find that stability here. A great thing to help with that is just take the front foot a little bit wider so you can heel toe that front foot out to the side of the mat here. And the only important thing, you want to make sure that your knee stays above the ankle here, and also that the knee is going in the same line with your second and third toe. So if the knee seems to be coming out to the side, maybe just take that hand, bring it over, or if it's going inside, bring it over. So it's going in the same line with those two toes there. Good. And then from here you can practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up, relaxing the shoulders down the back, ribs stay in. Lift the gaze if it feels good and you want that extra challenge. And then exhale, hands come down to the ground. You can use the fingertips. Send that right leg back. And again, feel free to use your hand to adjust your leg where you need it to go. And that's low lunge. I'll be showing more variations of that to take it up a little bit higher, kind of deepen the stretch a little bit in future videos. So keep watching. If you like it, let me know. Please like, subscribe, ask me any questions in the comments, and I look forward to the next one. Namaste.